Ever wondered what can happen when a football stadium gets a futuristic makeover worth €1 billion? Step into the future with us as we unveil the awe-inspiring transformation of Real Madrid's new Santiago Bernabeu stadium. This isn't just construction, it's a visionary journey that's about to redefine the very essence of stadium design. As you head north in the heart of Madrid along the Paseo de la Castellana, you'll come across a site that could be straight out of a sci-fi movie. Picture this, an immense steel frame, a whopping 7,000 tons heavy, wrapping around a structure that stands over 57 meters tall. This spaceship came down to Earth with a staggering price tag of more than €1 billion. Back in 2011, Real Madrid first revealed their most ambitious renovation plans to their hallowed Santiago Bernabeu stadium. However, it was a further 8 years before those plans were finally put into action. The stadium has undergone a total makeover, a brand new facade, a retractable roof, a 360-degree video scoreboard, a convenient access tunnel, shiny new stands, installed air conditioning, and a retractable pitch that can disappear in a flash. But before we delve deeper into this modern marvel, let's rewind and explore the history of the Bernabeu. Back in the 1940s, Real Madrid's president Santiago Bernabeu envisioned a stadium that would eventually become an iconic symbol of the city. The 100,000 capacity stadium was opened in 1947 and has witnessed countless historic moments, from European Championships to World Cups, European Cup finals, and even the South America Copa Libertadores final. In 1955 they honoured Bernabeu by naming the stadium after their formidable president, who not only led Madrid but also graced the pitch as a player and manager. Over the years, the stadium has undergone numerous renovations, adapting to the evolving demands of modern football and entertainment. However, it was beginning to fall behind their competitors, and it was time for the biggest renovation to date. Originally slated for a swift completion within 3.5 years, the project encountered unexpected setbacks due to the COVID-19 pandemic and the war in Ukraine. These events wreaked havoc on supply chains, compelling the club to reschedule the stadium's inauguration to December 23, 2023. Real Madrid and the renovation team had planned to keep the stadium operational during construction work. However, when La Liga was suspended due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Real Madrid swiftly changed gears, accelerating the renovation efforts. This expedited makeover encompassed interior work, rendering the stadium unable to host games. Consequently, Real Madrid located their matches to the Alfredo Di Stéfano Stadium until the conclusion of the 2020-21 season. Madrid kicked off their 2023-24 season with 3 away games due to the ongoing stadium renovations as the finishing touches were being made to the stadium. However, they finally returned to face Getafe in the refurbished stadium on September 2, 2023. The retractable roof was even closed during the match on a rainy day in the Spanish capital. Jude Bellingham, the hero for Real Madrid once more, as they clinched a last-gasp 2-1 win. The renovation will also see the stadium's capacity raised from around 81,000 to 85,000, although only just over 66,000 watched the opening match, with the final touches still being put in place. With all the progress we've seen so far, the stadium now will look pretty darn close to how it will be for the December inauguration. I guess they'll reveal the other parts of the stadium, like the commercial stuff, in December, just in time for the holiday season. Now, let's talk money. As we all know, Real Madrid are never scared to splash the cash, but how did they lock in the finances for the project? In 2018, Madrid's shareholders gave the green light to a hefty €575 million loan, locked in at a 2.5% interest rate for 30 long years, all to bankroll the grand revamp. In 2019, Real doubled down with another €225 million loan, carrying a fixed interest rate at 1.53% over 27 years. What's the bottom line? Well, the interest factor pushes the Bernabeu's renovation budget past the jaw-dropping €1 billion mark. Madrid has high hopes for a substantial financial upswing once the renovations are wrapped up. In the 2018-19 season, the last one before the pandemic wreaked havoc and brought restrictions, they raked in €170 million in members and stadium revenue. However, they're banking on this figure surging to over €300 million. They anticipate a complete return on their investment in just 4 to 5 years, thanks to a lineup of concerts, conventions, restaurants and shops inside the stadium. Rumour even has it the team plans to cash in even more by selling the naming rights for the stadium. The club has also signed deals with investment powerhouse 6th Street and entertainment maestros Legends Hospitality, securing a cool €360 million. In exchange, they'll share 30% of their earnings from concerts and events hosted at the stadium over the next 2 decades. And the star-studded saga kicks off with none other than Taylor Swift, set to grace the stage next May. One of the most astonishing features is the retractable pitch, a marvel of engineering that can fold neatly away below the playing surface. Real Madrid had a mission to make the stadium a versatile venue for all sorts of events. So, they came up with a brilliant idea, a retractable pitch that rebuilds in only 15 minutes. Picture this, 6 platforms of 8,000 square meters uniting to form the Bernabeu's grassy battleground, all neatly stowed away underground. When Real isn't on the pitch rests just below the surface, nestled in a space spanning 130 meters in length, 20 meters in width, and almost 30 meters deep. It's like a high-tech, ultraviolet greenhouse down there. The chamber beneath the stadium provides the ideal environment for the grass, everything it needs to thrive, from care to treatment, and to stay in tip-top shape. Installing that pitch was no walk in the park. With limited space around the Bernabeu and an ancient commuter tunnel lurking beneath, Madrid couldn't opt for a single platform. So, they ingeniously split the pitch into multiple sections, allowing them to stack it underground like a jigsaw puzzle. But there's more to it than just the pitch. For the very first time, the Bernabeu will have a retractable roof, offering total coverage when needed. This roof is a heavyweight champion, composed of 2 giant panels, each tipping the scales at a whopping 800 tons and stretching 144 meters in length. As I said before, the roof was completely closed for the team's first game at the new stadium against Getafe due to rain. But I can also see it being closed on unbearably hot Spanish days, when they can shut out the sun and crank up the AC. Another of the stadium's new main features this season will be the huge Datronics screen at the north and south ends of the field. Displayed on screen, you'll be able to see all types of information during the match. Additionally, a new futuristic 360-degree video scoreboard has been installed that can be easily seen from anywhere in the stadium, showing information like lineups, substitutions, score and much more. However, not everyone's cheering for the Bernabeu's renovation. A group representing local residents in the stadium's vicinity has been protesting the creation of an underground tunnel for better access to the ground. This association has filed an appeal with the City Council, contesting not only the tunnel but also the construction of 2 car parks and the removal of 90 trees by Real Madrid to maximise space. In response, Madrid City Council's Urban Planning Department contends that the project doesn't violate European or national environmental regulations. They maintain that the new tunnel would ultimately reduce vehicle numbers, making the tunnel an environmentally beneficial measure. The debate continues, with environmental and urban planning considerations at the forefront. Real Madrid aims for this project to be a game changer, both on and off the pitch, as they look to secure a bright future. The Santiago Bernabeu Stadium is not just a stadium, it's a symbol of innovation, ambition, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. Please subscribe as we continue to explore the world's most incredible construction projects here at Design Zip.